is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We're keeping an eye on Thursday for some potentially nasty weather.
Rain, freezing rain, snow, all possibilities on Thursday, followed by some below zero weather. Let's go right to meteorologist Dana Fulton with our first warn forecast from the backyard patio.
It is going to be a very active pattern for us over the next 10 days. So right now it is chilly outside, but we are going to get much colder as we look ahead to the weekend and next week. 10 degrees currently in Madison, 16 in Janesville, and 21 in Monroe. For the bigger picture, though, plan on several alert days for us. Thursday, bringing along the chance for a little snow, possibly some wintry mix in that, and freezing rain. Looking at some minor ice accumulations for early in the day. And then temperatures get quite cold outside. Just how cold? Afternoon highs will struggle to reach the single digits Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Wind chills overnight will be reaching the 20 to 30 degrees below zero mark. And for the afternoon, we'll barely get wind chills close to 15 below zero. So very, very chilly stretch. But that system on Thursday is kind of going to kick things off for us before things get too cold. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day and the timing of that snow building in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. And new tonight, this weekend's Kites on Mendota event has officially been canceled. This is some rehearsal video shot this morning for Live at 4, the annual fundraiser put on by the Clean Lakes Alliance. It was to feature more than 24 kites scheduled for this Saturday and Sunday, but organizers tonight called it off due to the upcoming extreme cold weather.
And if you're going to be away from your TV, be sure to check out our free Channel 3000 weather app for all of your local weather information and forecast on the go. The Department of Health Services says more than 20,000 Wisconsinites received the COVID-19 vaccine in the past day. Health officials say a total of about 580,000 doses have been administered since December, and 108,000 people have received both doses. 40 new deaths were also reported today, as well as more than 1,000 new cases.
The Alliant Energy Center may increase its on-site vaccinations tenfold in the coming weeks. That's if the federal government chooses it as one of 100 vaccination sites, part of an initiative from President Biden. Madeline O'Neill is live with what we can expect and how public health officials are ramping up their efforts in the meantime. Maddie?
Well, we've definitely been out here at the Alliant Energy Center a lot during the pandemic as it's taken on a major role, not only with testing all these months, but now vaccinating. Since the end of December, public health officials have vaccinated more than 9,000 people here in Dane County eligible for the vaccine here at the center, and the county hopes its role will only grow.
It's really turned into one of the central facilities for our COVID response.
At the Alliant Energy Center, efforts have expanded from testing to vaccinating, with Public Health, Madison, and Dane County giving 500 to 600 doses to eligible people a day.
It is a really grand undertaking to immunize so many individuals.
That number could be 6,000 daily if the county's application to become a federal vaccination site is chosen, as they vie to be one of 2 regional sites in the state.
We do know that we have the perfect infrastructure there, specifically the pavilions that we built about a half dozen years ago. That was a great investment. They've come in very handy. What we do believe, if we're chosen, is that this would certainly be ramped up. There'd be a lot more personnel and a lot more folks going through there on a daily basis.
Whether or not the federal government takes over, public health officials are preparing to ramp up distribution at the center.
It takes quite a few resources, and logistically there's a lot of pieces that go into COVID vaccine distribution, so it's a lot of a balancing act all the time.
Public Health Madison and Dane County is looking to hire limited time employees to help with vaccination efforts.
We have the ability to scale up quite a bit.
Still, a lack of supply is holding them back. COVID vaccine deputy Tess Ellens is hopeful more doses will come their way so they can keep building their efforts.
Hopefully, in the coming weeks it will start to grow little by little.
Parisi is cautiously optimistic about the application to the federal government for the Alliant Energy Center to become a regional vaccination site. He says we should get an answer within the next few weeks, and then operations could be up and running by the end of March.
All right, Maddie O'Neill live tonight. Maddie, thank you. A doctor at UW Health says he is disappointed so far with the vaccine rollout. Right now, the healthcare provider is focused on vaccinating those who are currently eligible, while at the same time anxious for the supply to catch up with the demand.
We're preparing to be able to do well upwards of that, 5,000 to 6,000 plus here in the coming weeks. But we have to have the supply to be able to do it.
Now, as for the workers at UW Health, he says 11,000 of them have received at least one dose of the vaccine, with about 9,000 getting both.
The Milwaukee Bucks are planning to allow thousands of fans back into Fiserv Forum for home games, potentially as soon as next month. According to the Milwaukee Business Journal, the Bucks may host between 3,000 to 5,000 fans per game. That would be about 25% capacity, but there are still hurdles, as hosting fans may also require a change in the Milwaukee Health Department's current public order. Summerfest in Milwaukee is being pushed back until the fall. America's largest music festival is planned for the first 3 weekends of September. Organizers say they pushed concerts back to allow more time for people to receive the vaccine. Some of the headliners have already been announced as well, including Blink-182, Khalid, Chris Stapleton, Dave Matthews Band, and Guns N' Roses. As of the end of January, the American Academy of Pediatrics says more than 2.8 million children have tested positive for the virus since the beginning of the pandemic. There has also been a 12% increase in child cases over the last 2 weeks. The CDC says most children with COVID-19 have mild symptoms or have no symptoms at all. However, the agency says some children can still get severely ill from COVID-19. New tonight, the National Park Service has implemented President Biden's mask mandate at parks all across the country. Today, the Department of the Interior announced the change. Under the requirement, all employees and visitors must wear face coverings. This new mandate is not just for park lands, it's also for National Park Service buildings when visitors cannot maintain physical distance.
The Biden administration taking steps to increase the nation's vaccine supply while expanding access to them. Next week, it will ship 1 million doses to 6,500 pharmacies around the country. Meanwhile, President Biden pushing Congress to pass his proposed $1.9 trillion relief package. The Senate voted today to begin a debate on the budget resolution, a sign that they are ready to approve the White House's relief bill without any Republican support. GOP leaders have objected to the bill's cost and have put forward an alternate bill that's about a third as large. And tonight, Pete Buttigieg is now the new transportation secretary. The Senate confirming the former Democratic presidential candidate earlier today. It was an 86-13 vote. Buttigieg, the first Senate-confirmed LGBTQ cabinet secretary, expected to play a central role in the president's push for a bipartisan infrastructure package. New tonight, Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, who was killed during the deadly January 6th insurrection at the Capitol, is lying in honor tonight at the Capitol Rotunda. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer presided over the ceremonial arrival. The urn containing the officer's remains will stay there overnight so colleagues can pay their respects. Members of Congress can attend the viewing tomorrow morning.
Developing tonight, we are learning the name of the referee who died after collapsing on the court of a high school boys basketball game. Tracy Krieger collapsed last night during the game between Richland Center and Mount Horeb. He received immediate medical attention, but he died in the hospital. WithSports.net's Travis Wilson says that despite this tragic outcome, the people who jumped into action to administer CPR deserve a huge thank you. Krieger was 69 years old. A half-dozen school buses caught fire today in Burlington in Racine County. Fire crews were called to the scene at the Thomas Bus Company around 4 o'clock this morning after a deputy saw heavy smoke. A woman who lives across the street witnessed the fire firsthand and says she just couldn't believe it.
It was incredible. I mean, the flames, it was like seeing something from a movie because I've never seen a building on fire in person. And the flames were like curled up around it. And they were just, it was just in these huge flames within 20 to 30 minutes. It was crazy.
Fortunately, none of the employees were there at the time of the fire. Roads around the area were closed for hours. Officials say the cause was likely electrical.
A 75-year-old woman has now died after a home explosion this morning in River Falls. A second person was injured but is still in the hospital and said to be in stable condition. So far, there has been no official word on what caused it. People who live down the street say the blast was so powerful that it opened up their cupboard doors a block away. Tonight, the City of Madison Common Council voting whether to approve the purchase of a new men's homeless shelter on the east side. The council has not yet voted. That proposed facility is located on Zaire Road next to Easttown Mall. The city and county included $3 million each in their budgets to acquire the land and cover any needed renovations. If approved tonight, that property on Zaire Road would cost $2.6 million.
Law enforcement is asking for help identifying a group of people caught on camera riding their snowmobiles down the Interstate in Racine County this weekend. Victor Jacobo reports.
This video taken during this weekend's snowstorm has drawn likes on social media and shock on Kenosha's roadways.
That's nuts, man. You're going to get yourself killed. You know, you might even get somebody else killed.
I've never seen anything on the highway like that.
Vehicles don't always have full control of their vehicles in snowy weather, icy weather, so it could be concerning.
Now new video from the D-O-T shows snowmobiles speeding through snow-covered highway. It's a scene particularly disturbing for the area's snowmobile community.
When I first saw it, I said, my God, what's wrong with those? You got to be an idiot to run a snowmobile down an interstate highway.
Arlen Baumgarten says Kenosha has a strong snowmobiling community, but is concerned what an incident like this does for the image of responsible riders.
Anything negative doesn't help the sport.
It's also illegal.
It's not a smart thing to do. People should not do that.
Wisconsin State Patrol says driving a snowmobile on an interstate can land you at least a $200 fine and criminal charges if the act leads to injury or worse.
It may look cool, but please do not do that. Keep the snowmobiles on the trails where they belong, not on the highways.
Baumgarten says snowmobile clubs work close with law enforcement and echoes the need to follow the rules.
Stay on the trail, obey all the laws. And don't ride on the interstate.
That was Victor Jacobo reporting. Still to come tonight at 10, your full forecast as we prepare for the bitter cold this weekend. But first, another SpaceX test flight ends in flames. We'll have that story when we come back.
Menards has the flooring options to make your house feel like your home. And whether you're looking for that elegant, timeless look, a bold and contemporary style, or a sense of comfort, with thousands of options to choose from, we've got you covered. We carry top quality brands in a variety of styles, colors, and patterns, so you'll find that perfect fit for every room. Check out all the flooring options at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Celebrate a better night's sleep and save during the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up.
Or save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets and get a free $300 Furniture Row gift certificate.
Save $100 on the entire Doctor's Choice lineup
and check out the Summit Firm for only $189.99.
Plus 7 years no interest financing and free shipping.
The President's Day Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
You make plans, what to wear, where to go, when to go, what to bring. And then the weather changes everything. Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather prepare you for what's coming. First, fast, and accurately, so you can plan your life.
Wednesday morning, the Wisconsin Union's Winter Carnival is kicking off.
We'll fill you in on all of the fun events going on this week, plus how they're adjusting to the pandemic. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos will step down from his role as CEO later this year and transition to the role of executive chair. That announcement made today. He'll be replaced by Andy Jassy, who currently heads the company's cloud business, Amazon Web Services. Bezos has been Amazon's CEO since its founding back in 1995, making him one of the world's richest people. Some incredible video today from Texas during a test flight of SpaceX's early prototype, the Starship SN9. It exploded during a botched landing. The rocket is one One that the company hopes will carry the first humans to Mars. The vehicle traveled a few miles up in the air, hovered for a moment, then conducted a kind of a belly flop-like maneuver on descent. That's never good. Then it made an explosive landing there back on the launch pad. This is the second Starship test in a row for SpaceX that came to a fiery end.
The Uw-Madison Arboretum says it is now being recognized as a National Historic Landmark. The designation was approved by the National Park Service and the Secretary of the Interior. The Arboretum was created in the 1930s as an outdoor laboratory to study how to repair damaged landscapes. Those early experiments helped create a better understanding of local ecosystems and develop restoration and management practices. A Uw-Madison film student is going to be a contestant on the game show Jeopardy. Lance St. Lawrence says after the months-long process of testing and interviews, he was finally invited to compete. While he can't say what happened on set, we can all watch for ourselves when his episode premieres on February 12th. That is next Friday. For more on his journey and experience on the show, we have the story on channel3000.com.
There's some news you can definitely use. Buffalo Wild Wings believes the only thing better than extra football is free wings. The restaurant offering free 6-count wings if Sunday's Super Bowl goes into overtime. The deal is for everyone in the U.S. and Canada. If there is an overtime, that deal will happen February 22nd, 4 to 7 p.m. This is the third year Buffalo Wild Wings has offered those free wings. And for the video gamer in your family, I know many kids are excited about this. EA Sports announced today it's bringing back its Ncaa football series for the next generation game consoles. The last game with that title was from way back in the 2013 season. You might remember it. The cover featured then Michigan quarterback Denard Robinson. However, the company did not say when that game will be released.
It's Groundhog Day, and Sun Prairie's Jimmy is predicting an early end to winter. In a virtual ceremony this year, Jimmy did not see his shadow, indicating an early end to the season. This year's ceremony looked rather different than in years past, with no big gathering. Instead, Jimmy appeared with Mayor Paul Esser in a video. No ear biting was happening in this video. Instead, he whispered his prediction into the mayor's ear. But there appears to be a little bit of a disagreement here. In Pennsylvania, Punxsutawney Phil is predicting 6 more weeks of winter. The groundhog emerged at Gobbler's Knob this morning to see his shadow. Unlike previous years, only 16 members of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club were present to see Phil make his prognostication. The first Punxsutawney Groundhog Day celebration was recorded in 1886.
Phil just wants to go back in that little tree.
Who can blame him?
He's done with that. We'll see you next year. They got a ton of snow out east. They're probably ready to see winter end, and we will be too after this cold snap coming, Dana.
I think some people are going to be hoping for that, yes, after we get through a lot of winter in the next 10 days. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will drop a few more degrees, about 8 for overnight lows early Wednesday morning. And then for the afternoon, plan on partly sunny skies. High temperatures will be in the upper 20s for Wednesday. Overall, a pretty seasonable stretch. Now, as we look ahead to Wednesday night, notice what happens with this precipitation building in. It's not going to start as snow. We're going to see some rain and freezing rain, maybe some freezing drizzle mixing in overnight into early Thursday. That means by the time we get to the morning commute around 7, 8 o'clock, there might already be a pretty thin layer of ice on the roads that might make things already pretty slick outside. Some folks might not be dealing with that ice, but a lot of the area will likely have a slick commute early in the day. Then this transitions over to snow for some folks, but again, we continue to see that mix building in as temperatures will generally be hovering in the mid to low 30s throughout the afternoon. So this is really going to make things slick and messy outside. It's a little more difficult to get things cleaned up when we have that ice mixing in. Through the afternoon, we see the snow continue on, and then later in the evening, it starts to taper off to flurries overnight. Friday, we'll have the chance for some flurries still lingering, but overall, that snow event pretty much clearing out of the area, and then the cold will settle in. Snow accumulation for much of southern Wisconsin in that 3 to 6 inch range. We're all kind of sitting in the same boat for snow. Ice, unfortunately, creeping up a little bit for us. Seems quite likely that we're going to be picking up a few hundredths of an inch, but some of these isolated spots north could be picking up closer to a 1/10 of an inch of ice. That's going to make things very, very slick outside. So something that we're certainly going to be monitoring. And anyone who does have to head out at all in the day on Thursday, please give yourself plenty of time on the roads, because in the morning it'll be slick, and then later in the afternoon we'll likely have some visibility concerns with that snow coming down. 3 to 6 inches of accumulation possible. Some isolated folks could get a little more, and some light ice accumulation likely for us. After we get through the snow, Friday gives us a little bit of a break with those flurries, and then it's going to get quite cold outside. Very likely in our 6 to 10 day outlook and our 8 to 14 day outlook that our temperatures are going to plunge below average. Our wind chills also settling well below zero as this cold air really shifts in for us. So we do have alert days in the forecast for Saturday and Sunday and for Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures are part of the story. They're certainly going to be quite cold outside, as overnight lows will generally be at about 10 below and afternoon highs will struggle to get to the mid-single digits. But wind chills also another part of that story. Early in the morning, our wind chills likely ranging in that 15 to even up to 35 degrees below zero range. So very chilly outside. For the weekend, might be a good idea to stay inside and watch some football on Sunday. And then as we look ahead to the start of next week, make sure you do stay bundled up early in the day. Tomorrow, partly sunny, seasonally cold. High temperatures will be close to 30 degrees. We'll enjoy the sunshine a little bit before this pattern picks up a little more. Things get a little more active as we have that system building in for Thursday. It's going to make our roads pretty messy. For Friday, we'll have some scattered flurries early in the day. The weekend, sunny but quite cold. Temperatures in the single digits for afternoon highs. Wind chills stay below zero throughout the day. Overnight lows drop below zero to start off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So a very cold stretch for us. Even as we look ahead to the middle of next week, when temperatures slowly and steadily start to warm up, still likely that we're going to stay well below average with those afternoon highs in the teens.
All right, time to brace ourselves for that. Dana, thank you. Just ahead in sports, Johnny Davis came up big off the bench tonight for the Badgers. How his career night helped Wisconsin take down Penn State. Zach has sports next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I did not have to put anything down.
Not a cent.
I had absolutely no out-of-pocket costs.
If you don't win, we don't win. If I don't win, you don't win. What does that mean? It was like, well, if you don't win, you don't pay us anything.
There was no fee unless we won the case.
One call, that's all.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big, big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Badger 5 with Lightning Ball. During February, there's a 1 in 3 chance that a lightning ball strikes a play. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Jackpot not included, only in February. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Hurry to get $7,250 in total savings on a Built Ford Tough F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful 5G network that works without interruption in the places you wouldn't expect. And with every plan at U.S. Cellular, you get access to 5G at no additional charge. So no matter where you are, U.S. Cellular's network always keeps you connected in the places you need it most. At U.S. Cellular, all of our plans include 5G and get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Monica was severely injured. She called Gruber Law Offices.
They made you feel like family. Gruber Law was excellent, and I would recommend them to anybody.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
3 days ago, when Wisconsin lost to Penn State, Greg Gard told the Badgers after the game that they failed the test. Good news for them, they had a makeup test already on the schedule. Badgers trying to boost their Big Ten grade tonight. UW led by 2 at the break and started hot in the second half. Brad Davison dials one up from deep. That's part of a 15-2 run. And after that, Wisconsin never looked back thanks to some big play off the bench. Johnny Davis spots up and splashes home the triple. He finished with a career-high 17 points. Probably could have had 20, but the freshman passes up the wide-open shot and dishes to Nate Reavers, who becomes a member of UW's 1,000-point club with that basket. And remember on Saturday when Penn State scored 50 in the second half? They barely scored 50 tonight. Scotty dominates 72-56. 2 of the best in Division III going at it in girls hoops. Lake Mills hosting Marshall. Cardinals jumped out to a 7-point lead, but the L-Cats clawed back. Taylor Rogan comes up with the steal and completes the dine and dash at the other end, but Marshall made plays when they needed to. Laura Nickel finds Maya Andrews open, and she knocks down the J. Andrews scored 16. Cardinals get the win, 61-58. The first time Wisconsin and Minnesota met on the ice, the Badgers embarrassed the Gophers. Mark Johnson's squad set a new series record, tallying 11 goals in a 2-game sweep. This Friday and Saturday, it's round 2 of the border battle, and this time it's in Minneapolis. And the Badgers know the Gophers will be out for revenge after what they did to them 3 weeks ago.
It's going to be a good series. We're excited. Obviously, we think that they're going to be a little pissed off after what happened last month here in Madison, but I think if we just stick to our game plan, play with speed, I think we'll be successful. But yeah, they're really talented, so are we. It's going to be up to who has the most willpower.
Chris Bono in Wisconsin with an afternoon duel against Penn State. Nittany Lions forfeited the first match, and after that, it was all Penn State. They won the final 9 matches and gave up just 3 takedowns to the Badgers. UW falls 34-6. We're back after this.
When Old Man Winter brings you a plumbing emergency, call RHD for help. Reliable, honest, dedicated. With 24/7 emergency service for your home or business. RHD Plumbing.
I like to move it. I like to move it. Ready to move on from workouts like this? Now through February 11th, join Planet Fitness for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. With all this variety, you can move it in our clean and spacious clubs. And use the crowd meter in our app for the best time to visit, so you can work out with plenty of room to move. America, your fitness is essential. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Deal ends February 11th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
My wife had a tough week at work and she needed a break. I stopped by Quick Trip and they say, I want to surprise my wife with a special dinner. And the Quick Trip lady was like, our take-home meals are freshly made and absolutely delicious. I recommend the fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. And I'm like, sign me up. Upon arriving home, my wife says, wow, what's the occasion? And I'm like, just you. And she's like, looks like someone's getting dessert. Bless you, Quick Trip.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Hurry to get $7,250 in total savings on a Built Ford Tough F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
When Old Man Winter brings you a plumbing emergency, call RHD for help. Reliable, honest, dedicated. With 24/7 emergency service for your home or business. RHD Plumbing.
Rural versus urban vaccination challenges, Thursday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally, tonight, check it out. Nike out with a cool new product that is a true sign of the times, a hands-free shoe. The Go Fly Ease is the sports apparel giant's first pair of laceless sneakers that can easily be put on and removed without using your hands. They stay on with a tension band. The Go Fly Ease will be available for $120 on February 15th for Nike.com subscribers. Broader availability will come a little bit later in the year. Didn't Marty McFly on Back to the Future have some laceless shoes?
Something like
I kind of thought those were cooler, but those look pretty sharp. All right, not going to be able to do a whole lot of outdoor, maybe running. You might want to stay away from the ice and snow in the coming days. It's going to be cold out there, too.
It's going to be very cold outside. We've got to get through this snow first. So Thursday, we have an alert day in the forecast for snow. That's going to come along with some minor ice accumulation. So things are going to be a little slick and messy outside for Thursday. Friday, breezy with flurries possible, and then alert days from the weekend into the start of next week. Wind chills are going to be well below zero.
All right, Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.